Hello everyone, hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we're going to start off with the Mamool quests, and then work on the 7.2 Hildibrand quests. Last time on the Mamool quests, we actually unlocked the mount that I'm riding right now, but I didn't actually have enough currency. So I just wanted to show that off before we get on with the next quest. I believe what we did was we actually went and found these beasts and tamed them, and now in the background you've probably seen there's one that's just flying around, like, I think it was like scaring away the predators or the pests. I think that was the issue we had. Well, let's go ahead and talk to Revolja and start up the next one. Let me go ahead and check on the audio again, just to make sure, because I'm still paranoid. Yeah, it sounds okay. A Hubigo's return. Concern is writ plain on Revolja's face. The branch bearers have settled in nicely. Those pesky bugs are gone, and our next harvest is well on its way. Only local beasts have been encroaching upon Gokugoma recently, threatening our workers and trampling our crops. We've taken immediate action, of course. I asked Gultolja if he could develop some kind of repellent, like the two of you once did for the wild weaveries. I was just about to go and pick up the prototype. Since you're here, why don't you come along? Sounds good. Except I don't know how I'm coming along when you walk away into the out of existence, but okay. Let's head on over and meet up with him. Alright, I thought he was gonna head over to Gokoma, not, yeah, I probably read that wrong. Anyway. Gotolja has been incredible help, not in incredible help. Gotolja has been of incredible help. Not only does he manufacture our gardening equipment, he even fashions research tools for Engir. You know, this guy was all doubting himself and stuff in his, in one of the prerequisite quests, but, like, he's actually been really helpful. Brilliant. Now this is a pleasant surprise. Look well. I reworked the old smoke bombs into traps that issue smoke for an extended period, allowing ample time for our farmers to flee if necessary. But these are only a stopgap. Able-bodied fighters patrolling the area would do a far better job for security, if you ask me. Yeah, well, are we, like, short on hands, so... That may be so, but we can't spare any of our workers. We may have to try recruiting Mamool who've moved to Liolol like me. Since you've got a knack for convincing people, I'd like you to join me. My first stop will be Expulsion, so stop by when you have a moment. Actually, you know, recruiting Mamool from Tuliolol wouldn't be a bad idea, because it would get them to see that Mamook is actually changing. In the same way that, what was his name again? Revolja came back because he heard that, that the Mamook was, like, changing their ways with blessed siblings. Off he goes. He's always been in earnest, that one. It's just a matter of conveying his thoughts coherently to others. Are we gonna have to do that thing again? Where we end up having to do the talking? Actually, today I was editing, the prerequisite quests for the Mamool quests. That's why that's why everything's fresh in my memory. Okay, now where did he say to go? Wherever that is. He said... I don't remember what he actually said, but I don't see it on the map there. Also, I'm gonna complain about Tuliolol Aether Current spacing again, where there's no Expulsion. That's the place that he said. Like, I guess going to the Resplendent Quarter and falling down the cliff would be a little faster. Alright, Revolja, having trouble conveying your thoughts again? I'm relieved to see you hale and whole. When you said you were returning to Mamook, I didn't know what to think. Ah, you're here. I was just catching up with an old friend. In fact, he was kind enough to direct me to Marielja, a fellow expatriate from Mamook. I didn't realize that's how you spelled that. Normally, my real jaw works as a bodyguard, but as luck would have it, he's relaxing by Down Ripple tonight. Let's go and find him. Except it's 3 in the morning, but okay. Revealjaw should be somewhere near Down Ripple. Take care of Revealjaw, won't you? Well, considering I can't leave him alone, I think he'll be fine. You know, I've been trying to ride. I got a bike recently, and I've been trying to ride it a bit, and like riding up hills is like no joke. And so just looking at those flights of stairs that the character's effortlessly running up is just like, bro. All right, Voljaw, it looks like you found our Mobblejaw friend. This is Mareeljaw, one of the finest fighters I know. I hope he'll hear us out. Well, if you let me do the talking, you know, with my stoic nods. Well, well, aren't I popular today? Wait, I know you. You're the Dawn Servant's right-hand woman. Sure. Even you, Mareeljaw. I had no idea Brilliant was such a celebrity. Celebrity doesn't begin to describe it. Well, at least this guy knows me. At least, not among us mercenary types. To become a fighter like Brilliant Mason, recognized by the Well of Resolve herself. It's a dream for no few of us. Weren't they all like saying that Wooklamot was weak, and now suddenly everybody's like, yeah, we respect the third promise, and you know, we always did, definitely. So, to what do I owe this honor, Revolja? I thought you'd gone back to Mamook. I have, and I want you to return with me. Don't take this the wrong way, but even if Mamook has changed, I still prefer the freedom of Tuliolol to that dismal forest. Besides which, you can eat here. Truly eat. A jewel just doesn't compare to what the city can offer. Well, we're actually working on that. But that's the whole point. We have more vegetables than ever, and we're still planning to add more. We're talking about Mamook, yes? Uh-huh. Aren't we? Maybe start from the beginning, Revolja. Did you mention the Gainery? Yeah, you should probably start from the beginning. Oh, that's right. He doesn't know yet. Let me explain. Yeah, you should probably explain the whole, like, situation here, because that's not going to make any sense if you just say, oh yeah, they have vegetables now. Well, color me impressed. A Mamook that not only grows something other than Nodule, but works with outsiders to do so. Exactly! We need to protect what we've worked so hard to build. Won't you help us? Fine. Since you're this invested, I'll go and give it a look. But if I'm forced to eat even a single nodule, I'm out of there. Haha, fair enough. Gukgulma is a sight to behold, though. You won't regret this. Oh, we got one more helping hand. I mean, do we really need that many people? Because, like, the area isn't that big. Okay, let's go out to Yaktil and then teleport on down to Mamook. Yep, that's where we're headed. I actually forgot to check where we were going. Because there have been plenty of times where I'm like, oh, we're going over here, right? And then it ends up being somewhere completely different. Also, I keep on, like, aligning myself thinking that the building is there, but the building is slightly over to the left here. Okay, looks like he should be down here. Oh, I see him with his big pink armor. That's still a bit weird. Some of our crops are still young, but to have this much variety thriving so vigorously, it's a wellspring of hope. I know a thing or two about hope. By the gods, There isn't a nodule in sight! Now I understand your excitement. This is an unprecedented achievement for Mamook. Isn't it? We need to shore up our defenses, and that's where you come in. What do your eyes see that mine don't? A weak fence for starters. You have supplies and tools to reinforce them, I hope. The tools I'll take care of, and Brilliant is as good at gathering as you'll find. Well, yeah, I'm max gathering. Oops. There's another sentence at the end there. Then I'd have you bring us supple ivy for the new barriers. You should be able to find some around ankle deep. Why would he know this? He hasn't been in Mamook forever. We'll apprise Angier of our plans. Once you have the supplies, you can deliver them directly to her. We're counting on you. Well, isn't everyone? I mean, the plot doesn't move forward unless I do something. Anyway, let's go ahead and get that ivy. Looks like it's over pretty darn far. How annoying. I'm not going to complain about flying around this zone again and how the aetherites are in a weird location and make the diagonals, down the opposite diagonals, annoying to get to. Except I just did. Anyway, this quest line is wrapping up the plot thread that we left during the MSQ. Because it seems like we're actually, you know, like getting them set up for the farming and everything. Because that was one of the issues that we resolved during the Rite of Succession. Okay, are we there yet? Almost. Also, I look forward to continuing the Alliance raids later, because the Final Fantasy XI stuff has been pretty cool. I think the first video for that went up on YouTube today, or yesterday. Okay, let's go ahead and get 3 of these. Also, I think I figured out how to do 3 of these really easily. Yeah, you just do this to get 100%. And then that gets you 4, whatever. I figured out a way to do this a while ago. Oh wait, and then you need to do Nafika's Tidings. And then that will give you 3. Anyway, let's head back over to Mamook and wrap this one up. It was nice and quick. And then we'll get to reinforce that fence. Oops, I don't know why I still do that. You maintain your mounted state if you teleport in a place that you can mount up. But for some reason my brain just has trouble remembering that. Alright, Angier, I've got the ivy. Now, did he actually tell you what I was doing? Welcome back. I understand we're reinforcing our fences. Yes, we are, and here's the ivy to do that. Lovely. I believe this is precisely what Ruvolja described. I hope a sturdy wall will solve our problems. Well, it won't completely solve them, but it should certainly help. Well, yeah, everything's growing up a good bit more. Oh yeah, they just got full-on, like, vegetables and everything. This is way more than what we had before. I'm surprised by how many of Mareeljaw's associates hearkened to his call. Thanks to their patrols, our granary feels safer than ever. Beasts should no longer trouble us, and come harvest time, we should have more than enough people to lend a hand. It looked like you had enough of a harvest already. I'll admit, the glow of our yield surprised me at first, but closer inspection revealed that these plants mirror nodule in their reaction to the etheric environment. Their appearance has no negative effect on nutrients nor palatability. More Mamooljaw expatriates have now gathered in Gokgolma to protect its precious bounty. Given the regularity of harvests, a space has been allocated for the trade of fresh produce. This can only bode well for the Mamool and their dietary repertoire. I mean, yeah, they've just been eating bananas. I'd say adding some vegetables to their diet is good. Gulma, reputation up. Your reputation has increased to respected. You have your respected reputation with the farmers of Gulma. New Mamool Just Daily Society quests are now available from Gulma. I'll do those later. Furthermore, you will now be able to undertake 3 additional quests to Gulma for reputation bonus. Yeah, it's usual stuff. Have access to a wider selection of wares. Let's go ahead and check out what we unlocked. Hopefully I have enough of the currency. So I did make sure to do them a couple times this week. Okay, yeah, you get the Orchestrion Scroll. Home at Heart. It looks like I'll need to make sure to do this a couple more times this week. Make sure I have enough of the currency to do them, so that we can buy the thing for next time. Alright, let's go ahead and let me switch over my timer to Hildibrand quests. And now let's head on over to Solution 9 and meet back up with Nashu. Because I believe we left her hanging after we met Hildibrand. Also, I realized there's an I in the middle of his name. Because I was calling him, like, just plain hard-boiled. Yeah, no, trial by Spire? No, that's not what we need. Oh, right, it's a, yeah, there it is. Wizened Testimony. It's a yellow quest, not a blue quest. Yeah, so I accidentally read Hildibrand's name wrong, and I was calling him just Hard-Boiled, but his name is Hildibrand, which is even funnier. Anyway, Nashu, I'm back on the case. Wizened Testimony. Nashu Makaraka's expression is equal parts consternation and anticipation. Brilliant! Here to help again, are you? As things stand, I'm still waiting on word from... Yours truly, I assume. Gravelly voice. It's still so goofy. Since parting ways, I've searched every alley and dive bar in Everkeep for signs of this... Hildibrand? Yeah, Hildibrand, that's right, it calls him wrong. He's got the wrong name. It's pronounced Hildibrand. Are you really one to be correcting someone on pronunciation? Well, however you say it, he was nowhere to be found. Oh, where could the inspector be? Chin up, dollface. The case ain't over yet, and I always get my man. When the trail goes cold, the trick is to go back to the beginning. I want you to tell me the whole story again and leave nothing out, no matter how unimportant it might seem. That's gonna take a while. So you see, he's actually king of the zombies or something like that. Yeah, it was a long time ago. Yeah, and then he got abducted by aliens. And we thought he was an alien, but then he wasn't. So, you followed the rumors of the flying disc which nabbed your friend, and that led you to the place where it most likely crashed down. Here. You also think he was caught inside the dome when it appeared, and, from your perspective, went through 30 years in the blink of an eye. Sounds like crazy talk, except you know that 30 years passed on outside the dome. But I've seen enough strangeness in my life to work that I've learned to give clients the benefit of the doubt. And since you've got no leads on the man himself, I say we try jogging memories about the shiny starship instead. Isn't that what you were supposed to be doing? But want to question older people native to your world who might have witnessed the original crash landing 30 years ago. Folks that age seem to enjoy parks, Like the one outside the residential Radii. Let's go. Yeah, isn't that where... I'm pretty sure we met up with some old person there at one point. Anyway, let's head on over to the residential district. I guess it would be faster to run over to this aetheryte. Yeah, these aetherytes are much better placed. You can usually get where you need to go just by teleporting there. Then again, that's how most of the places are. Okay, yeah, over by the park here. I was thinking this park. Oh, heading the wrong way. Alright, is that him up there? Oh no, there's Nashu. Oh, it's an actual player. Yeah, Nashu and Hard-Boiled. What a lovely place to interrogate our elders. Yes, yes. Old timers aplenty, as promised. Pick a prude and get to it twice. That's a bit rude. Oh, I still have that illustration I lent you to you last time. Showing it around should help nudge some ancient noggins. This is terrible. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I added a sketch of the inspector's face to make things even easier. I have another copy for myself, but that only makes 2. Brilliant, you and Detective Hard-Boiled will have to share. Okay, then we're gonna get some Endwalker following mechanics as we go question the old timers. We are talking 3 decades ago here, so having pictures should come in handy, even if the dame's work is on the same level as a finger-painting toddler's magnum opus. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Brilliant, was it? Well, you let me know when you're ready to bother some park goers. Some old timers? Right. Let's start showing that picture around then. Keep an eye out for older Hure and Hedsaro that might have hailed from outside the dome. Oh, and don't forget the Shatona. Oh boy, I won't. Hello, old timer. Except he's middle-aged. May I help you? Yeah, would you happen to have seen an explosion thingy? Explosion? Flying saucer. I'm sorry, but 30 years ago, I was practically an infant. Far too young to remember much of anything. That picture is very cute, though. Did your child draw it for you? Yeah. Okay, elderly hewn woman. That'd probably have better luck there. I don't know why we went to the middle-aged guy. What can this old lady do for you? Have you seen a flying saucer? 30 years ago? I honestly don't recall. My memories from that time are faded at best, my dears. That is a lovely drawing of you, though, sir. Really captures your essence. The slack-jawed mug? You gotta be kidding me. Okay, looks like there's a talking point over here. Let's make sure to hit that. I want to see what Hard-Boiled has to say about this. Oh yeah, let's make a comment about the people laying out on the grass here. So, also I'll make sure to talk to Nashu before I talk to the Elder. So, in a lot of places, this doesn't happen. But in like the LA area, people do this all the time. Like in parks, you'll just see people laying out on the grass. Like, it's kind of weird, honestly. And I remember Rhett and Link years ago, like 12 years ago, they actually were going to make a video where they just went and interviewed random people on the grass. And then they ended up not publishing it because it was just too cringy and like too embarrassing. It's like they had moved from like, I think it was North Carolina or something. And like they'd never seen people doing that before. Anyway, discuss the vending machines. Vending machines caught your eye? Yeah, you can buy yourself a coffee or an energy drink. Best luxuries like that, but luxuries like that make you soft. When I'm alone, walking through the darkest, dingiest parts of the city, I need something as weathered and weary as I am. I'll stick to my eggs. Thanks. Sure as eggs. Okay, Nashu, any luck? This would have been 30 years ago, but did you happen to see a flying craft like the one in this picture? Probably not. Anyway, let's talk to this elderly hewn man. What would you be wanting from me then? Did you happen to see a flying saucer 30 years ago? Can't say I'm familiar with it. But I do remember 3 decades ago when I was still in the bloom of youth. Well, middle-aged. Say, I remember you. The clever git who took back me... Verbal tonic? Sure, oops, I didn't mean to click there. No need for all that. Was just doing my job. Sorry to see that tonic didn't do its job, though. It's not about growing me hair back. It's about the routine. About 40 years massaging me scalp and basking in the same fragrant aromas every morning. Doesn't feel right to start the day without it. Okay. 40 years of using an Everkeep made product. That's right. You're Alexandrian, born and bred, same as me. There's no way you could have seen the starship we're after. Sorry to bother you, sir. Well, no one said it was easy dredging up eyewitness accounts from so long ago. This is where grit and persistence comes into it. I spied a Shatona fellow heading towards the 914 radius. Hard to guess his age with how long they live, but who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky this time. Unfortunately, it's a bun boy and not a bun girl. But let's go question him. But either way, like, Shatona, I mean, we have a good chance of them being, like, 100 or... They could be, like, 18 or 100. You never know. Lovely day, isn't it? Would you happen to have been alive 30 years ago? Oh, sir, how old are you? I'm not sure I recognize the man. Hard to tell with such a simple drawing. I mean, it looks exactly like him. Forget about the drawing. We're more interested in what you know about the flying disc. Ah, yes, the craft I do recall seeing. When I yet felt the sun upon my face, I was living a very different kind of life at the time. It was during the hunt that I spotted it. Flying machines were a rare sight back then, so I remember it well even now. And do you remember where it was headed? It appeared to crash somewhere in Ueyawata to the north. I was of a mind to seek out the wreckage, but then the dome suddenly appeared, and I had far, far stranger things to worry about. Well, that's for sure. There, what did I tell you? Let's find your pal Nashu and share the good news. Good news? That confirms that he's in the dome. Doesn't it? Even though I'm pretty sure I've seen pictures then he's still somehow young. So I don't know how this is going to work out. Anyway, Nashu, we got ourselves a lead. No one seems to know anything about the starship. Did you fare any better? Yes, we did. Gravelly voice. So it came down somewhere near this Ueyawata place. To be fair, it is a little bit hard to pronounce. I don't suppose either of you have been there before. As a matter of fact, I went to a field station there. There was some kind of messed up stuff there, though. Probably shouldn't go back. A research facility, you say? If some unidentified shining objects fell from the sky nearby, then I'd wager their people soon scooped it up. It seems we have our destination, but how to get across the lake? Well, I could just go ask. We could ask a reforger. We could take a hover cargo. I don't know what the right answer here would be. A reforger. Of course. They have those hover cargo. Okay, I guess either one would have worked. And I just so happen to know one of an accommodating disposition. Apparently he has a link pearl. Right. That's our transportation sorted. What I'm stuck on though is how you've already been to this Yo-Yo-Wata when I'm only just learning such a place ever existed. What's your deal anyway? I get around. I'm brilliant, agent of adventure. I'm simply an ardent admirer of Inspector Hildibrand. No. You adventure for a living, is that it? Well, it's clear you're no fresh-faced mook. Well, that's for sure. Let's press on with the investigation. My reforger friend should have a hover cargo waiting for us in the drift downs. I better pack a dose of nauseous delights. You mean your bombs? Those explosives of yours, leave them behind. Don't need no dizzy dame blowing yourself up on my watch. Or me, for that matter. He's just gonna walk out of the explosion like action hero like he did last time. She just gave him an exploding egg. That was hilarious. Alright, let's head on out to the drift downs. So the closest is Aetherite. Yeah, I guess they're both about equal distance, so I'll just run over to this one. Yeah, I guess running up the steps would have been slightly faster. Oh well. We'll get there eventually. I'm kind of surprised we're actually going to go to the Yo-Yo-Wata and they're actually using place in MSQ like this. Did they do that in previous ones? I know they didn't in Stormblood. They didn't in Endwalker. I'm pretty sure they didn't in Endwalker. And Shadowbringers didn't have Hildibrand quests. Which is why we found him at the beginning of the Endwalker. We ended up going to the first and ended up finding him. And they had that hilarious cutscene with the volleyball stuff. Okay. Looks like this is where we need to be. Nashi, you better watch out. You're standing a little on precarious position. Core, that's a big watery lake. Well, lakes are usually watery. This is the Reforger pal I was telling you about. She keeps tabs on the heritage found scene and was a big help when I needed information for a case that spilled outside of Everkeep. I hear you need transport to Yo-Yo-Wata. The hover cargo's ready if you are... Yes, let's travel there. Alright, back on the place of unspeakable horrors. They must like it dark in here. No, that's because the power's not working right. This place is a mess, but I don't see any monsters roaming the halls, at least. Should be safe to split up if you to have a look. Should be safe, at least. Should be safe to split up and have a look around. Sure. I don't think you want to be alone in this place, though. It's some pretty messed up stuff. Also, there's literally only, like, one hallway to go down, so I don't know how we're splitting up. Shuffling through the various documents in the cabinet, you find one entitled Confidential Files Addendum 1. According to an associate native to these lands, the unidentified vessel we recovered in Yo-Yo-Wata had flown into the region not long before the dome manifested. Their testimony was corroborated by a thorough examination of the wreckage, which yielded not a single sliver of electrope. The vessel was without it. The vessel was, without a doubt, manufactured using technology fundamentally unlike ours. This mystery was further compounded by the discovery of a hewn survivor within the craft. Despite the Despite the apparent force of the impact, the lone male occupant sustained no visible injuries. Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, he's got that Hildibrand toughness. I mean, what? Hildibrand? Yes. I forget what their family is. Manderville toughness. A lot of people being pickled in here. That's not what's happening, Nashu. But Inspector Hildibrand isn't among them. Speaking of which, did you see where Detective Hardboiled went? Well, he's probably further down the line. Anyway, let's check out these scattered documents, see if we get any more information. Skimming through the various documents, you find one entitled Confidential Files Addendum 2. The hewn mail we extracted from the wreckage is an abnormal specimen indeed, well that's for sure. While physically unharmed in a clear possession of a soul, yet remains in a comatose state. The absence of reaction to any and all external stimuli is indicative of temporal stasis. Every method we have attempted, be it electric shock, a hot bath, or a sharp slap across the face, has failed to wake the subject. That's why we just need Nashu's bombs. Hopefully she remembered to bring them. Or hopefully she didn't listen to Hardboiled. Is his remarkable choral fortitude an innate natural quality, or was it acquired through the aid of unknown technology? My enthusiasm for this research knows no bounds. Yeah. Also, I wanted to turn down sound effects just a tiny bit more. Just one more tick. Yeah, 34. Okay, that's literally one more tick. That should be fine. Probably not much, but... Okay, looks like we got one more place to investigate. I'm sure you can find Inspector Hardboiled to talk to him first. See if he's in one of these. Okay, there's abandoned thing. And I don't... Looks like he's not here. I'll go a little bit farther, but I'm not going to go all the way. Yeah, I don't see him anywhere, so let's just go ahead and get the last part. Should be right here. Abandoned clipboard. Well, everything's here is abandoned. The document held on by the clipboard is entitled Confidential Files Addendum 3. I cannot understand the incalculable potential I see in our mystery subject. If we could but unlock the secret of his preternatural resistance, then we would never again need risk the dangers inherent in the transfer of monstrous souls. Well, some of my colleagues insist that a vivisection is our only recourse. Such an extreme measure would mean forsaking the knowledge the man might impart to us regarding his equally intriguing flying vessel. Don't worry, you're not losing that much. For the time being, we have decided to suspend all research related to this subject. The specimen will be preserved in biocapsule in Sector 51 and placed under observation in the hopes that he will one day regain consciousness. So he's been pickling for 30 years. And okay, that's why he hasn't aged. Okay. Oh, there's Hardboiled. I don't think I ran past him. Yeah, but that's how they get around the age problem. Brilliant. Sorry. Something else in the records caught my attention, and it led me to a different floor. Had to rustle up a verification key first, so I haven't spent any time on your starship yet. Did you turn up anything? Yes, I did. Looks like he's in one of those pickle jars. They were keeping him in Sector 51. The key I found should let us access that area. Let's grab your pal Nashu and head there now. Sounds good. So I believe there are 2 quests for this section, so we'll go ahead and make sure to do both of those. Inspector Hildibrand! There you are! And she just doesn't react at all. He's posing! You two been yanking my chain. The clown doesn't look anything like me. Sure. Well, opinions aside, we've located our man. A hard-boiled egg would really hit the spot right now. How about an explosive one? Oh, is she gonna craft up another egg? I mean, I got some in my inventory, but... Uh-oh. Here, give this to the detective. Oh no. Oh no. Don't do it. Don't do it. What? What is this? Also, is this the patch that they gave, that they added, made it so Viera and Hrothgar could wear a bunch more hats? From the lady. A present just for you. ... That's you from the lady. Appreciate it. You'd think he'd learn. Yep. You'd think he'd learn. But no. I never could refuse the kindness of strangers. He puts the glasses back on. Oh, did they hear a sound or something? What? Oh, okay, zombies! Oh, right! He's like king of the zombies, I mentioned that at the beginning. And that was one of Nashu's explosions, so it will have woken him up, right? These punks must be feeling lucky. No, 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 you don't need to shoot him. I've already seen 2 good thumbnails for this video. There is no need for a firearm nor fisticuffs. I shall resolve this altercation in a manner that behooves a gentleman. Attention, everyone! Follow my lead, if you please. Oh no. He's gonna be dancing. He's yes! Okay, this is the thumbnail. This is the thumbnail. And people say they don't like Hildibrand quests. They must not have a sense of humor. Splendid! Most splendid! Let us remember to always comport ourselves in a gentlemanly manner. Or zombie-like manner. I fear I may have overslept a trifle. Just 30 years is too long. But I, Hildibrand, well-rested agent of inquiry, now stand before you bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. So many good screenshots for thumbnails in this. By the by, who is this austere-looking fellow? A new admirer of mine, mayhap? No. This is Detective Hardboiled, your soul twin from another world. Why, my dear Nashu, this man possesses nary a speck of my singular aplomb. I thought that they were gonna do that. He does not resemble me in the slightest. Sure. It's the same model. I couldn't agree more. My sweet old grandmother has more grit in her pinky finger. Oh, that's a good thumbnail, too. That's odd. Maybe I need new glasses. But the two of them seem practically identical. No, Nashu, you're not. You're fine. The odd thing here is how you look too damn young for a fellow who's been sleeping for 30 years. And don't get me started on how you charmed those shambling corpses. What kind of crime against nature are you? That's one way to describe him. The Inspector has a very unique physique, for one. And as far as the zombies, he's had an excellent rapport with them ever since his brief stint as an undead overlord extraordinaire. Yeah, that was sometime in ARR. That raises more questions than it answers. Still, we can consider your missing person case closed. Which leaves me to chew on the something else that caught my attention earlier. I smell a new case brewing, and I mean to follow my nose. A case, you say? Then allow me to offer the services of Hildibrand, Inspector Extraordinaire. Undead Overlord seems more plausible to me at this juncture, but I'll bite. What does a fellow like you even expect? Impenetrable mysteries and unsolved cases, of course. So we're in the same business, eh? Makes me wonder how this gentleman act of yours actually helps you get the job done. I, too, am curious to see if beneath that leathery gumshoe exterior, you have the gumption to handle the truly difficult cases. Another great thumbnail. The Dame. She's your assistant. Well, technically they have a son, but it's a little different. I had an assistant once. But now ain't the time to reminisce. We have a new case to work on. Are we actually going to learn about that? That would be pretty funny if it ends up being a Nashu. Nashu's. This'll be just the thing to prove your sleuthing chops, Inspector. Let's get out of here and get down to the brass tacks. Well, this is hilarious. He looks nothing like me. What are you talking about? Alright, that was wizened testimony. I think we got one more to do. Yes, we do. Oh, and someone we got his suit. I always have a spare set of Inspector's clothes on hand. Oh, yeah, because he's always blowing them up. Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry and Inspector Extraordinaire. It's up and full of beans. You know, because he's British. He eats beans for breakfast. Anyway, Hardboiled, what's that case you got for us? The case of the fiendish fugitives. Detective Hardboiled's veterans know. Detective Hardboiled's veterans know. There's no S at the end of veteran there. Detective Hardyboyle's veteran nose has picked up the scent of a new case. Seems like he's better at posing than solving cases. As I was saying, I got a whiff of a new case in the making, so listen up while I explain the particulars. You said you scoured this place top to bottom and learned they were trying to stuff people's souls into monstrous hosts. But the facility was forced to close down before they managed any real success. Sound about right? Yes, it does, Stoic nod. I'm guessing whatever incident turned the staff into walking corpses happened not long after. Here's where it gets interesting. According to the notes I found, one of the researchers survived and continued to work independently even after the project was mothballed. That's interesting. Apparently, he dismissed the Tyrol Vidrol as impossible to control, and instead chose to pursue his research using less ordinary beasts. Ordinary. Are you suggesting this mad scientist transferred his soul into some slavering fiend? Nothing so mad as all that. No, he saved that honor for convicted criminals. Seems he set up a fake rehabilitation program, had the prisoners transferred, then yanked out their souls for use in his experiments. How awful! And what became of these now criminally minded creatures? That's the million-credit question. I tracked down the containment cell mentioned in the notes, but found the cages inside emptier than a barfly's tumbler. A little digging into the operations log showed the cage locks were opened only recently, which means we find ourselves on the case of the fiendish fugitives. We must seek out and apprehend these dastardly evildoers on the double. Completely different, yes. Yes. There's a chance they're out there causing trouble, and as a detective, I can't turn a blind eye when I suspect wrongdoing is afoot. Luckily, I also found a storage device that I figured belonged to the author of those research notes. It's pretty banged up, but I think this data might still be intact. I think the data, that makes more sense. Let's head back to Solution 9. I'll take this thing to my place in the recreation zone and see what I can recover. Because of course he's good at cracking data logs or whatever. Alright, let's teleport back to Solution 9 and head over to the recreation zone. Also, sir, why is your dwelling in the recreation zone? Or is this his office? Let's call it his office. And not his, home. Oh, there he is. Also, Hildibrand's probably having a field day looking at all this stuff. Core! I never noticed how far down it went. You know, that's why they have no railings. Illusion Shine is a most Illusion Shine? I thought she knew it was called Solution 9. Because of the joke she made in the first quest. Oh, Solution 9! Yeah, Nashi, you know what the actual name is. Illusion Shine is a most impressive metropolis. Yes it is. Also, it's Solution 9. Right. I'll take a crack at this storage device. You're better off waiting outside. I'm not the kind of guy who makes his bed every morning, to say the least. Show me a mess. Well, the bad news is the device was in even worse shape than I expected. It'll be a while yet before I can recover all its contents. A quick pass netted me some scraps though, even enough to piece together a partial file on one of the experimental subjects. It states our surviving researcher stuck the soul of a career thief into the body of an Cyclops. This light-fingered fella didn't steal out of greed, but for the joy of pissing off his victims. Twisted guy like that ain't likely to change his stripes just cause he switched bodies. Yes, 'tis all becoming clear to me. Thinking time. His intentions are obvious. Our impish escapee will burgle the most prestigious jewelry store in the city. He's an Cyclops. How is he gonna even get in the city? As soft-boiled a guess as any I've ever heard. Your instincts are way off, pal. That face. Never seen an Cyclops before, have you? If one of those big brutes was lumbering through the streets, all we'd have to do was follow the screams. No, if he's plotting a heist, it'll involve a target outside Everkeep, and he won't be aiming to pilfer in any old supply crate, neither, but something that'd really cause a nuisance. Electrope. Alexandria's got a habit only that miraculous ore can satisfy. We need to hustle that to the quarry outside, and I mean now. It'd be really hilarious if he ends up robbing a jewelry store. The thing is, the inspector is never quite right in his hunches. You know, he's also just played not quite right. Anyway, let's head on outside and head to the quarry. Oh yeah, the electrope spike is on the other side of the wall. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's teleport over to the electrope spike. They didn't have almost any quests over there. And really, they have like all this stuff over here. Like the sunken city, and they like barely even talked about it. Like they did mentioned it. And like the rising water levels, also their stinky cheese boy. I haven't been paying attention. I haven't been watching out for him. Oh, I need to actually look. There he is. This guy should be able to answer some questions. Oh, he's getting electrocuted. The stinky cheese boy's getting electrocuted again. I say, the weather here is rather unruly, just a little. How I pike for the crystal clear skies of Ul'dah. Is it just me, or is someone frying a block of cheese through the steady current of lightning energy? You know, I was kind of, when I called him Stinky Cheese Boy just back there, but I actually was questioning, like, was I just completely misremembering the cheese part? But apparently I wasn't. Yes, I work here. Was there something you needed? Yes, I need some information. Have we had any thefts? Funny you should ask, actually. We've had several shipments of raw electrope go missing in recent days. The strangest part is that our guards didn't see a damn thing. You'd need a hover cargo to move these heavy blocks, and surely someone would have noticed it coming and going. There, what did I tell you? A sneaky Cyclops could have run off with those blocks without breaking a sweat. You know who the culprit is then? If there's anything I can do to help catch them, just say the word. That's mighty kind of you, friend. Then let's have you bait the trap with a stack of electrope placed conveniently out of sight of your patrols. We'll do the rest. one tempting stack of electrope coming up. Yes, very convenient. Also, why is there electrope if this is still supposed to be our world? Oh, I guess no, they fused, that's right. That's why we have the sunken city I pointed out earlier. There, that should do the trick. Color that thief for me, will you? Oh, and do be careful while you're at it. Well, obviously this guy's in on it. Very sus. The trap is set. Now we wait. And we wait. And we wait. And we wait. And we wait. He stole the egg. Don't eat his eggs. Oh, there he is. Oh, this is perfect. Maybe a little too perfect. Not very inconspicuous, are we? Not good, not good! And he's off. That's our thief. After him. Oh, hold on. Let me just mount up real quick. Alright, looks like we're hot on his trail. Yeah, I don't think that's the Iclops we were chasing. Although now we gotta figure out which one he is, right? Oh, so many Iclopses! Or is it Iclopses? Who would have thought a creature that big could run that fast? We've lost sight of our quarry. And he's gone to ground in the middle of a field of Iclopses. Or Iclops. Just one. Or I guess that's the plural version, isn't it? We got us a wise guy. Not a tough guy, though, according to his file. Says he's got no stomach for fighting. So we just need to split up and find the one that doesn't try to squish us on sight. Of course, even if he's a coward, he's a big boy. He's a big boy now. So he might still try to go down swinging. Shout out if you hit pay dirt, and we'll take him together. I don't need it. Alright, let's go find our Iclops. Looks like he's in the convenient orange circle, like usual. See, these were probably on site, you know, because they're an Iclops. Also, I'm level 100, so I don't even know if they're aggressive to me. Oh, right, I'm flying here. Duh. I completely forgot. Now, where is the Iclops? Well, that looks like the level 98 Iclops with a different font and a question marker above his head. Hello there, sir. Me not bad Iclops. Iclops don't talk. No, so why are you stealing? Let's try that. And he's off. Well, that didn't work out very well. Guess we gotta go check out the graveyard. Nope, not quite. A little over to the side. Oh, there's Stinky Cheese Boy following her again. The inspector and the detective set off in pursuit of the screaming Iclops. Come, let's not get left behind. You're cornered now. Damn it all! We have you now, fiend. There's nowhere left to... Gah! He just shoots him. Ow, ow, ow! It's like being stabbed by 1,000 tiny needles. Out with it, punk. Where did you stash the goods? Who set you free? As if I'd tell the likes of you. Have it your way. I hear this stings worse than chili sauce in your eyes. No! Now, detective. Threats and intimidation do not work on... Do not become a gentleman. Does he look like a gentleman? Move, damn it. Move. Give a criminal a chance and it'll make you wish you hadn't. This is so goofy. My turn. And he gets blown up. Uh-oh. Oh, he really is a big boy. And they're using the hand mount animation there for that. This is my show now. Lose the gun or the girl gets it. Oh, that's the wrong voice. That's Hard to Boil's voice. You too. Weapons to the ground. Good thing I got my fists. Oh wait, I haven't unlocked Monk. Ew, is he twitching? That's a good thumbnail too. Oh, that's even better. That's good too. Ah, my eye! Yeah, I'm not putting down my axe. You had your chance to come quietly. Say goodnight, sunshine. There's so many good screenshots on this. Gah! Oh no, Hildibrand caught it. That didn't hurt at all. I guess that's a way of catching it. Hildibrand, agent of inquiry. Acts of violence. He'll pose away the pain. Okay, yeah, that's the thumbnail. Oh, there's so many good screenshots on this. Core, the inspector's all lit up. You gotta be kidding me. That shot had enough juice to take down a... I'm not gonna try and pronounce that. So bright. Too bright for me to bear. Ah, the pain is akin to stepping barefoot on a goblin's back. Mr. Thief, are you certain you aren't willing to speak with us? You showed like a precious jewel. I yield. I'll tell you everything. Yeah, that's my reaction. Soft-boiled and cracked, yeah. That's Hildibrand. I never wanted the electrope. The researcher who freed us commanded me to steal it, and I handed over every block I took. Okay, and where is this person? So you weren't just being your usual thieving self? Alright, so what's this researcher's name? He never told us his name. Oh no, I know who it's gonna be. It's gonna be good. I don't know if they'll reveal it in this quest, but I'm pretty sure I know who it's going to be. It's gonna be their shard. I know him only as the man who made us into monsters. I already had some scary-looking bruiser working for him, so I didn't dare refuse his orders. Aren't you a big scary-looking bruiser? No idea where we might find him then. None. I was supposed to meet him out here with my latest haul, but you can bet he slipped away after realizing I wasn't alone. That's it. That's all I can give you. All right. I believe you. This case has taken a fishy turn. But even if you were an unwilling subject in all this, you still have crimes to answer for. Handing you over to the Tin Man authorities. Don't worry, I'll explain how you're a crook in monster's clothing so they don't just send you to the Arcadian for slaughter. As for the rest of you, meet me back in my place in Solution 9. Alright, is that going to wrap up this quest? Because this one was a bit shorter than the other one. Yep, let's head back to, what did he call, I forget what he called it. It was something else, it was something wrong. It was like Vision something. Anyway. Oh, Solution 9! Yes, Noshu, Solution 9. That's a great place to find the solution. Maybe even 9 of them. Alright, Noshu and Hildibrand and their sticky cheese boy. Wasn't Inspector Hildibrand incredible? Yeah, it was very shocking. Surely, Detective Hardboiled must have now acknowledged my dazzling investigation skills. No, he doesn't. In your dreams, pal. I handed the Iclops over to the authorities and gave them the lowdown on our case. You can bet your last bean that researcher fella has other monsters doing his dirty work. I can't figure his angle yet, but he's up to no good, that's for sure. Whatever those criminals are now, they're also fugitives. They'll be operating as far away from our mechanical sentries as possible, maybe even beyond the confines of the dome. I don't know how they're gonna get out when, like, they gotta go through Vanguard. And that's the whole world. That's a whole world I ain't familiar with. If you're keen to stay on the case, and I could use your help out there. Well, technically they're experts on the well, I wouldn't say experts, but technically they are too. You shall have it, of course, that he wasn't addressing you. Inspector Hildibrand, at your service. Got my trench coat in a twist when your pal started dancing in front of my gun. It's only fair I tell you why. Has to do with a man who had his fingers in every illegal pie in Alexandria. The Crime King, they called him. That's kind of a boring name. It was me who caught his royal roguiness, and sent him to rot in a prison cell. But after being transferred elsewhere under the auspice of some rehabilitation program, I haven't heard a peep. I see you've connected the dots. Could be that elsewhere was Yuya Wata. Yeah. Me and him have got a history. So if he's running free there somewhere in a new monster skin, I want to be the one to bring him in. Your unwavering commitment is commendable, Detective Hardboiled. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, hereby swear to remain steadfastly by your side until we have brought this case to its resolution. I'm sorry, Detective. Except then he runs away. I don't recall asking that soft-boiled dope to do a damn thing. Anyhow, I'll get back to pulling scraps of data from that box. Drop by next time you're in the neighborhood. Maybe I'll have a new lead for us to follow. Sounds good. We'll do that in 7.3 once I get there. I think the only thing after this is the Arcadian quests, which is going to be fun to do. Meanwhile, somewhere in Heritage Found... Oh, there he is. I was hoping to see our hulking Cyclops squish those curious rats. The craven fool surrendered with barely a struggle. But no matter. I have more than enough Electrobe now to proceed with my plans. Given the right direction, you outlaws have proven most useful, especially with the aid of your new monstrous talents. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Quite slimy. Alright, now we get the funny ending cutscene. When making hard-boiled eggs, you want to boil from the same length every time. 12 minutes exactly, any less, and they're too soft. Any more, and they're overcooked. We ought to time today, so here are some I prepared earlier. Another explosive one? Why is it red? Don't. Oh well. Inspector Extraordinaire. The manufacturer of my egg-shaped medicine is closely guarded trade secret, so don't try to make your own at home. Yeah, that's not why you shouldn't do it. Keep safe and stay tuned for the next adventure, the next episode of Inconceivably Further Hildibrand Adventures. And there's the goblin. Oh, he saved the eggs. See you, Inspector. Hilarious. I'm not sure if these are better than Endwalker Hildibrand, but they're still definitely like they're very good. Anyway, I don't know why I'm running around here because that's all I was planning on doing for today. So I believe the last thing we have to do for 7.2 content is, yeah, I think it's just, yeah, I think it's just the next raid tier. So yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna start next week. We'll try and get through as much as we can. But last time I had a really difficult time queuing for some of them. Hopefully I won't have too bad of a time with it, but I'm planning for it to take 2 streams just for timing purposes. And if we can get all 4 of them done in 1 stream, that's great. But until next time, goodbye.